What's up, guys? Welcome back to my witchy world, witches. So we are gonna do a little bit of a sort of a beauty witchy combination video today. I have a little bit of a review and then I'm gonna do my makeup. I really don't have any specific look planned because there's some beautiful colors here, and I don't know which one I want to choose yet, but I will say I have brows and base makeup done. Eyes are prepped. I might have to, after reviewing these, we're going to be reviewing lipsticks today. After reviewing them, I might have to touch it up because of some creasing, which is quite natural anyway. So before we get into this video, I'm gonna ask you guys to take a minute to give this video a like. Go ahead, click the like button. You guys have no idea how much that helps me out. When you click that like button, you're actually helping my videos get suggested more to other people. So the more of you that click that like button, the more people get to join us and become part of the Karma fam. So please hit that like button for me. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stick around, become part of the Karma fam. It's pretty fun here, if I do say so myself. If you are already subscribed, make sure you share this video with all of your friends. Help a sister out and spread the word. Other than that, let's get into this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I have today is a little bit of a review from an indie makeup brand. I've been following this brand for a very long time on Facebook because I don't like, or not Facebook, I'm sorry, Instagram. And I'm not really a huge fan of like buying things off of Instagram because you never truly know what you're gonna get. What a break. But like I said, I have been following them for a while, and when I say a while, I mean it's been years that I've been following this brand. So I finally caved and decided that I was going to try out their lipsticks. Now, I was under the impression that these were liquid lipsticks, the ones that stay all day and don't go nowhere. But when I was reading the site, when I was buying them, that is actually not the case. They do transfer. So that is something I wanted to note and make known because I don't want anybody to think that they are misleading us with whatever marketing, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you do. So the brand here is Pretty Zombie Cosmetics. This is their lovely packaging. Got a spider web, and then you can see, that's probably not the best color to show you because that's pitch black. Let me show you this one, the neutral one. So you can see spider web at the top. This is the actual liquid lipstick at the bottom. And then the names, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that, are on the bottom there. So this one, that one is called Coffin. If you haven't noticed, I tend to, well, I like to call myself a chameleon because I adjust to whatever I feel like adjusting to that day, or whatever needs to be adjusted to that day. I can go sporty, I can go gothic, I can go rocker chick, I can go girly. I can be pretty much whatever I need to be. But my go-to is the somewhere between gothic and that rocker chick. I don't know what group you would put me in, but that's generally where I tend to fall. So a lot of the colors here are very dark vampy colors, and then I did get a neutral because I wanted to try one of everything. So what I am going to do, because of the way things are set up, I'm going to give them a swatch on the back of my hand with no primer, just and see how these go. See what color we should go with, because I think what I'm going to do is once I pick the color to go with, then I'm going to base my eye look around that, because the rest of the face is done. I don't have to worry about it. So without further ado, let's check these colors out. All right, so first color here we have is Black Cat. So this is a matte standard black. You can see, let me show you the applicator here. It's okay. It's got a lot of product in there. Black Cat, this is what it looks like on the applicator. Applicator looks okay. It's very small. We're going to see how opaque it is by one swipe. Can you see that? Clearly this is my first swatching video here, but it looks very, whoa, very opaque. I just made the swatch a little bit bigger, but that's one dip. You can see how jet black that is. Crazy, very crazy. That's awesome. It's really hard to find a jet black that is opaque. Sometimes they're a little bit streaky and you have to apply lots of layers to them, so that's actually good. Next one we have is Dahlia. We're gonna open her up. Let's see, applicator there. I'm just gonna apply and then show you the color. Okay, so this one came out a little bit more matte right off the get-go. So the black color had a little bit of a sheen to it, but Dahlia was matte right out of the bottle. Still very opaque. Beautiful color. All right, next we have Midnight. It is you can't really tell in the bottle, but it is a very dark blue color. Super cute. Now this one came out very opaque, but more of like that watery consistency like the black. Ooh. Very pretty. Right there, that's Midnight. Very almost blackened blue. Beautiful. These hurt your arms. My gosh, what these beauty gurus go through. All right, so this one was actually my favorite when I was picking them out on the site because I thought it was very unique. This is called Wednesday. Now, this is a black, but it has, from what I remember, like greenish sparkles in it. Now you cannot see that at all. So let's do the swatch here. And I think it's one of those colors where you have to like press your lips together to get it. So this is it here before I do any pressing. So I'm gonna take my finger, I already touched it, but I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna kind of see if I can. It's a little, yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Yeah, I don't even think it's picking up on camera. Ooh, I will tell you though, I just wiped my finger off and it looks so stained. I'm a little disappointed about that color. Looks like it's got blue flecks in it, but like blue-green flecks, but you cannot for the, oh, no, you can't see it on camera, and that is very disappointing. So moving on. Next we have Haunted. That is very alarming how stained my finger is, and it's completely dry, like it's not transferring to my thumb. That's a stain. So this one is called Haunted, and it is like a purpley plum kind of color. This is one of the least funky colors. We'll do that one. Yeah, these beauty gurus, I don't know how they do this crap. All of these colors are extremely opaque, which is really nice. That is Haunted right there. I'm gonna take some video footage at the end to get better swatches of everything, because these colors are more beautiful than what they are appearing to be on camera. So last one is the neutral, and it is Coffin. So we are gonna take this out. Okay. And do, oh, very pretty neutral. And that one was also more watery like the original black. Now I will say that if you look at the black compared to the neutral, these have, like, they dry down severely matte. But if I touch that black, boop, you can see the transfer. Now it's not a lot, which is a good thing. But I'm telling you guys, it's staining like crazy. It makes me a little nervous. So these are the swatches. I am going to try that Wednesday one really quickly on the lips, because I want to see if it makes a difference if I smack my lips together. So let's zoom you in a little up close and personal. And we're going to do this on the lips really quick at the risk of staining them like crazy. Hopefully I can get it off without having to destroy my makeup. So I'm going to use a mirror because I don't want to screw it up, because if I screw it up, it's going to be real difficult to get it off. Mirror. Ooh. It worked. Oh, can you guys see that? All right, hold on. Let me finish it. Can you see that? Oh my God. So much better on the lips, you guys. It was a horrible swatch. I was so worried that that color was gonna be so disappointing, but can you see that shift? So it is a black with well, as you can see now, it's like a green blue reflective moment here. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that that actually wound up working out. Let me zoom you back out here. Whoops, that's in. All right, so that is that color. Ugh, before I get these swatches everywhere, so here's one last look at the up close and personal swatches. I'm gonna take these off and we're gonna see if they stained my hands. I'm gonna use an oil, just like a facial oil, to remove it, like with a paper towel. and see if these give any issues. Ooh, I don't know, man. It looks like they might be giving some issues. Ooh. All right, y'all. Ooh, you can't see my face. Bring it back up a little bit. All right, so I had to use the oil, then I had to go in with and actually like wash my hands with soap and water, and swatches came off. There's no real like hints of color anywhere, anything like that. It's still a little bit embedded in my fingertip there, but nothing that is too alarming or anything like that. I legit thought my finger was gonna be stained black for a minute there. So the fact that we got this lip to kind of show up, I'm just gonna leave it on and I'm gonna play off the colors, I guess, and do a little makeup look real quick on the eyes to go with the lips. So as you can see, the fact that they're black with a little bit of blue, green shift. I mean, we're talking like this is not even remotely, hold on. There we go. It looks so cool. It's like not even, the camera's not doing it justice at all. Oh my gosh. So the camera's probably gonna die in a few minutes, not die, overheat in a few minutes. So I'm gonna do one eye off camera just so I can come up with an idea. And then I'll be back to do the other eye. All right, y'all. So this is, I have no idea why I just went southern there. So this is the look that I went with to match our beautiful lips. Ah, it's so exciting. I haven't worn like a dark lips. I haven't worn makeup in forever. My plan was to do something very subtle and kind of like keep it neutral on the lids and bold on the lips, but I couldn't resist doing a little bit of color underneath just to tie everything together. So I really like the way that it turned out. I'm super excited. So let's get into this. Now, gosh, so these beauty gurus that do this, like, you know, where they do one eye and then they come back and they do it on the other, I don't know how they keep track of everything that they use, you guys, because especially when you don't know what you're doing, you kind of like, oh, let me dip into this, oh, let me dip into that. So it's not like I sat down and wrote it down, but I think I remember everything. So we're gonna zoom you in a little bit more, get you real close and personal with my eyeballs. Yes. So I am using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the first one, the original one, and I am using the James Charles palette, the big one, not the mini one. I'm gonna try it. There we go. So I am dipping into the third color on the top row of the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's just like a mid-tone, neutral, sort of warm brown. I'm taking it on a little tapered, fluffy brush. This is a B81, and it is a very subtle transition shade, but I wanted to start with some, like I said, my original anticipation was to do a very subtle eye, and it got a little bold with the blue, so just slowly kind of building up a little bit of a transition, nothing too drastic, just kind of giving it a base for future colors. Next, I went in with like a chocolate brown on a Morphe M453 brush. This brush is new. So it's kind of like flat, oh, you can't see. It's kind of like flattened out right now, which I find it a little bit harder to work with, but you know, I make it work. And we are just keeping, and again, I am starting off with basically nothing on my brush. You can see it like barely just like put any color, and I am keeping that literally just on the outer corner of the eye. I'm not bringing it into the inner corner at all. Okay, so I'm placing the color, and then I'm going back in with that brush that we used for that original transition shade, and I'm basically keeping it pointed upward and blending that color up. When you have it upward like that, I keep touching my lips and getting black on my hands. When you keep it upward like that, it actually helps to fade the colors better. Instead of like this, this will keep it deposited in the same spot it already is. When you go like this, it helps to fade the color upward. Placing a little bit of that original transition color on the brush just to mesh the colors back together. Then we're going to go back in with the brush that we had the chocolate brown on. That chocolate brown again is still from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette. Again, we're going to take it and put it flat. And I am barely touching the skin, y'all. I am barely touching the skin with that color because I'm just, right now, just trying to help merge it together. Okay, you can see it's a very subtle look there. My eyes are straining from these lights. They are not having it today. Okay, and I just kind of am going back and forth between those brushes until I have the perfect type of blend that I am looking for. Now, I basically stopped right there and switched over to, if I can find it, I went right into my eyeliner. This is the M Cosmetics Illustrative Eyeliner with a brush tip. I got this in a Etsy bag a long time ago. This is going to be super hard for me to do on camera, the liquid liner, so I am going to do this off camera and then I'll be right back. Alright y'all, so we are back. We have a very baby little wing here. It is not perfect because you will see in a second, and we are also going to be putting some lashes on and then perfecting the line over top of the lashes because that's what I do. But next we are going to be taking a, if I can find it, this is a M506, so it's a very small blending brush. Okay, and we are going to be using the black called Spooky from James Charles palette. And this is a very black, so again, we're just gonna slowly build this up. I don't wanna do anything too drastic, but we are literally just going to press that black basically right over top of that. Oh, there it is. Super pigmented. Right over top of that liner, stopping right about there. Fall out. This black is super pigmented, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, I should have done this before but I forgot, I'm gonna take some of the setting powder. We're just gonna stamp that under there. Okay, so that'll help with the fallout a little bit. So that is how we have the black there. Now we're gonna go back in. I have this, what is this? This is a Elizabeth Mott blending brush. This guy here. And we are going to basically wipe all the color off because we don't want to deposit any color. We just want to take that color and, or that brush, and very softly, because black can muddy things up so quickly. We're basically just barely touching the skin and we're flicking. You see that? Like just flicking the color in, like inward, to kind of blend with all of the other parts there. Now, what I did, you can see this one has a little bit more warmth than this one. I went in with this M435 brush again, and I actually dipped it into the shade 10% Off in the James Charles palette. Was that the one? I'm sorry, no, it's not 10% off. It's actually code James. I barely dipped it in there, and I used that to add some warmth. And then I didn't like how warm it had gotten. Just blending it out. You can see it's brought a little bit of warmth back in to the look, just to counteract all the cool tones. Yeah. Okay. I have been, I just recently, today actually, I got so bored that I deleted, not deleted, oh my gosh, I can't talk. It's like probably about midnight right now. Got so bored that I actually downloaded and started watching videos on TikTok, and the more popular ones with the dances. I'm going back in with that M506 and the black and just deepening it along the eyeliner. And I've been so I've been watching so much of them that I have all of the songs stuck in my head. It's irritating. I said, ooh. What is that, The Weekend or something? I don't know. Anyway, what are we doing here? basically at this point I'm just going back and forth between blending brushes to, this is a smaller tapered blending brush with no product on it, and I am now focusing on smoking out the black. The goal is to try and get it the blackest towards the eyeliner there, so the eyeliner looks like a very, like it doesn't look so stark and straight. So we just gonna keep working on that, going back and forth. And then once we have the black kind of where we want it, okay, we are going to work on basically just evening out, like adding our neutral skin tone to that. And for that, like basically I mixed two colors. I used a very stark white called Flashback, and then I used the color Canvas from the James Charles palette. I mixed them together on this brush came with the Naked 3 palette. I don't know. I'm gonna use, it's a dual-ended brush. I'm gonna use the more fluffy end. So I'm using a skin toned color and a white color mixed together because I don't want it to be exactly my skin tone. I want it to be a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna mix the two together. And we are going to just place that on the lid and blend it up and toward the black. Whoops. Back to your blending brushes and kind of merge everything in the center together. If you lose any of your intensity in the black, just go back and add it back in. And once you have it looking something like that, we're gonna move on. Don't worry about the gap with the eyeliner, trust me, it will be fixed later. So I'm going to take, this is a Sigma tapered Kabuki F86 brush. This guy here. We're just gonna get rid of any of that foam. Now we're gonna get working on the under eye, which is my favorite part. I'm gonna bring back an oldie but a goodie. I know people haven't whipped this out in a while, you guys. But we're gonna take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil crown in the color Milk. It's just a white, matte white. And I am going to show you just really close to the lash line. Draw that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just draw it right underneath the lash line. Can you see that? It's nothing special. We're just basically creating a base to have the next color. It's a base for the next color to stick to. Now I am going to take two colors. We're gonna take so the last row in the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm just gonna show you this color right here. We're gonna take that and we're gonna mix it with the color Cape Cod, which is a darker version of that color. We're just gonna mix the two together because I didn't want it to be too dark, but I also didn't want it to be too bright. We're gonna mix those two colors together, and then we are just going to, sorry, kind of stamp those colors on the white. I am not trying to keep it solely on the white color. Matter of fact, if it goes off of the white color, I'm totally okay with that because we're gonna blend anyway. Okay, so you can see that it's like bam, it's like there. So I wound up taking, where is it? This is a Morphe M562. It is a very flimsy, like there's no, like so much give to this. It's like impossible to do anything. So I took this, clean. This brush stains very easily. And basically I'm just going to go right underneath of those colors. And just like smooth it out a little bit. Once it's down a little bit, I went in with the Naked 3 brush again with those neutral colors, just to help further blend it out. Right underneath. To further smoke it out. Looks crazy, doesn't it? Looks like, oh my God, Shannon, what are you doing? But I promise it all comes together. Now I'm just going to line my top waterline and bottom waterline with a black eyeliner. I am using the Makeup Forever number M10 liner. Mine's a little itty bitty one. Whew. So we are lined. Next we are going to do our mascara. I got a little mini of the Smashbox X-rated mascara. This guy here. So I'm just using the little mini of that for now. Alright you guys, so I'm going to use the House of Lashes Siren Lashes. What it looked like here. Okay, I'm gonna use that and put those on, and I'm gonna try and do it for you. All right, so we are gonna put those lashes. I'm gonna try to do this on camera. So difficult to do. Gotta give them beauty gurus props, because this is super hard. Oh, I always push the skin over top of the lash band because I feel like it hides the lash band a little bit better. Just a trick I learned a couple years back. And gotta be honest with you, I don't see a whole lot of people use it, and I think that's really silly because it works great. So once that's on there, I pinch the lid down to kind of help cover the band. Then I take my lash curlers and I shove all them bad boys in there, and I very lightly kind of just I don't curl the lashes because, as you can see, these lashes are very voluminous as it is. I just use it to push my natural lashes that have the mascara into the fake ones so that it doesn't look like there's 2 layers of lashes there. Again, just a little trick that I use. Then, as you can see, there's still like a little bit of a gap. I go back in with my Makeup Forever black eyeliner pencil, and I just fill in that gap so it doesn't look like such a lashes, skin transition. So once that's done, I go back to, we're just doing finishing touches at this point, you guys. I go back into my liquid eyeliner, that M Cosmetics one. This is not my favorite one. My favorite one is the Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner in black. But I'm just gonna run this over the lash band to help cover up any glue. A little bit more seamless, you know what I mean? You know? Get rid of any bumps that don't belong, you know? And you guys, that's it. That is it for this eye look. Let me zoom you out so you can see the full thing. Just in time too, because the battery's going a little bit. So that is the final look, you guys. So I went in with a little bit of the powder underneath of the eyes, which kind of takes away from the highlight and all that stuff. So like I said, I just kind of go back in and revamp things up, add life back into the face if it feels like it got removed a little bit. If there's there was pinkiness to my cheeks, so we're just gonna put some life back into those cheeks. Gotta look rosy, look alive. All right, you guys, so that is it for these lipsticks, or this makeup tutorial review, whatever this was. It was a lot of fun to do this. I enjoy coming on here and doing my makeup occasionally. It is not something I will do all the time, but I did ask a while ago if you guys were interested in me starting a new channel or just doing everything on this channel, and every single one of you that commented said just do it on one channel, so here it is. Like I said, I was bored, and this past the time, my sleeping schedule's off. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning right now. I haven't seen 1 a.m. in the morning in 4 years, probably 5, because I was asleep all the time when I was pregnant. This is my way of interjecting some positivity into the craziness, the mayhem that is going on right now, and passing the time, if I didn't already say that. So what do you guys think? You like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? What's going on? I kind of like it. It's a nice little fun way to be a little bit more vampy, a little bit more goth, with a little bit more of a subtle eye. If you like this eye but don't like the color, just take the color out and smoke it out with like a light brown. You have the same thing, and wear a neutral lip, or don't wear lipstick at all, just wear like a clear gloss, and it'll look fantastic. So yeah, as far as the lipsticks go, I hate that they're not like transfer proof, because the entire time I was doing my makeup, I kept hitting my lips, and you can see, can you see that? See how it's all black on my thumb? It was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. I would much rather have like a matte, like a transfer proof matte liquid lipstick, especially for a black, because what happens is when you start touching it all the time, you get like little bleeds. I don't know if you can see it. It actually looks pretty good. I shouldn't say too much, but it starts to look faded around the edges because you keep hitting the edges and it's pushing it further and further into your face. So that's my only complaint. The colors were super opaque. The staining, I did not like that. It took some effort, took some work to get that off. So but I don't care. I don't care about stuff like that. The trick that I found is that if you use dish soap, like Dawn dish soap, that got it off with no problem. But I really like this look, and I think that's it, you guys. I don't think I have anything left to say, except make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I already explained why before, for the sake of making this outro not lengthy. Let me know what you guys want to see next, whether it's witchy or non-witchy or combined witchy and non-witchy. And maybe that's it. Thank you all for being here. I love you. Be safe. Try and have fun. Do something new, something exciting, if you can figure that out. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.